What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys watched our new video that I posted on Monday night. Y'all know we got very heated on that video. I just want to say thank you to everyone who left comments on that video. You know, everybody seemed to be talking about that video. Like, if it's not on Twitter, it was an Instagram post that had nothing to do with what I posted on Instagram. But, you know, people wanted to get their input. People wrote me on Facebook. And I did see one video response. And I want to give a shout out to Jamar for making a video response to it. If you missed his video response, I will put it inside the more info box so you guys can check it out. And if you made a video response to our video, please make sure that you leave it in the comments so we can see it. And if it comes up as spam, I'll make sure that it's not spam, because when you post links, sometimes it'll mark it as spam. Also, I want to say thank you to our viewers that donated to the blackout that's going down September 5th, Labor Day weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. If you would like to donate, please make sure that you click that link also inside the more info box and send whatever you can to help us, you know, put this put the event together. And as you can see, those that donated, your name is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, so thank you very much. Also, I will be co-hosting with Dennis this weekend on his radio show, The Dig and Denny Show, this Saturday on Heat 100 Radio. You can go to heat100.com and we will be on there from 6 to 8. So make sure that y'all tune in, and also you can download the app if you're not going to be home, so that way you can listen by your telephone or whatever other device you use for downloading apps, to tablet or telephone. And yeah, and also, as you can see, I'm wearing a Scorpion Show shirt, and also we have brand new designs over in the Scorpion Show store. It's been a couple months since we've, you know, produced some new shirts, so you can go over there, check out the old designs and check out the new designs, and hopefully snatch up some new shirts for the summertime. And I think that's it for my announcements. Do you have any other announcements?
Well, I wanted to know what you moved so fast, because you usually talk about what was said.
Oh yeah,
in the last video.
So yeah.
Talk about it.
Oh yeah, I can talk about it.
Yeah,
oh, don't think I can't talk about it.
Because I don't know.
Because we got so much
I
to
did
discuss.
see Jamar's video, and I had to let him know that he totally misquoted me throughout this whole entire video. And he apologized, but I said that's okay, even though you did watch our video, and the stuff that you said that I said I didn't say. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think that a lot of people agree with you. Now, I still, you know, I'm still sticking to my guns on it. Like, for me, yes, maybe some people say, well, maybe you're too emotional. You're emotionally invested because you're speaking for the transgender side. And
there's nothing wrong with that, because I told you in the video that I didn't think it was anything wrong with you being emotionally attacked. But I wanted to say this really quick, because I know some people were leaving me comments, not leaving me comments as them saying it, but just like screenshot, because you know people always screenshot stuff and then send it to you. And I just wanted to be very clear. I never, not once, ever said in our video that that gyms should have signs plastered all over saying that transgenders work.
Oh no,
I never said that. But there were people who were saying that that's what I said. I never said that.
No.
Never said
what
that.
he was saying is before you sign up,
yes,
that you know you should be aware that
you should be aware.
Transgenders
That's
are
what
welcome.
I said. I never said that there should be signs posted, because somebody said, "Well, how would you feel if gays?" And I said, "I would feel horrible. Like, I would feel horrible if it was transgender. Like, you don't do that to people. Like,
yeah, yeah. So we have a difference of opinion, and you know it is what it is. I'm just glad, you know, that we got through the video, and we always do. Oh yeah,
of course.
Yeah, because bitch, you threw me shade on that video, but I didn't say nothing.
What did I do?
I can say something now.
Say it now.
Because you were saying something like, yeah, because you know how Kevin gets when he's such. And before, this is why you
I said it in the video.
Yes, but I was letting you go because I was
what
like,
did I say? Say it again.
It was we were talking. We went to the next topic. We were talking about the housewives, and you were talking about how because Kevin. I can't remember exactly what you said, but I know that you tried me, and I sat here and said, you know what, I'm just gonna let this slide.
You had no choice but to.
It was something like, cause you know how Kevin get when he be loud or something where you were saying that me and Cynthia were alike in that situation, and I just
Cynthia's
like,
not loud.
It was something, and I just said, you know what,
it had something to do with Phaedra and Cynthia and they're
them meeting up, and you was like, oh yeah, because Kevin one of them people that like to say something right then and there, and blah 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 blah. But it was shade.
Yeah, but I said it to you.
But it was shade all in it. I don't know fucking who said it to me. Oh,
well, of course it was shade. It wasn't meant to be pleasant. It was shade. I can't help it if you ain't catch it.
Oh no, I caught it.
Well, I can't help it if you ain't say
I didn't say nothing. I said
you did say in that video that you was that girl and say something in there.
And let me clarify.
What?
Let me clarify something else.
What else?
Let me tell you what I hate.
What?
I hate when people post. People act like I don't act like I think that the Scorpion show is just my show. Like I go around saying everything is my show. Let's get one thing clear. Anything dealing with the Scorpion show, I always make sure that Michaela is included. Even if someone asks me, except for this time with Dennis. But but other than that,
actually, me and Dennis had a nice conversation. About the Diggy Denny show.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, duh. If Diggy's not gonna be there, of course you should be on there. Why the hell would I be there?
But you're always welcome.
Yeah, and it's no shade. I'm not even gonna be in Philly Saturday.
Yeah, I just said, but I'll just do it. I'll do it.
I'm not gonna be.
I'll come and help you out because Diggy can't do the show. So I said I'll do it. But I just want to go back to like anytime when someone's like, Kevin, I want you to come such or anything dealing with the Scorpion show. Like if you email me, I'm going to make sure that it's forwarded straight to Mikkel. Mikkel can tell you. It goes straight to his email. Or if someone wants me to go somewhere, I'm going to speak to Mikkel about it. Somebody wants us to do something, let me talk to Mikkel and I'll get back to you. I just don't make decisions saying, well, bitch, I run the Scorpion show, so it's just my show. No, I don't fucking do that. If anything that I claim is, bitch, I'm the Scorpion. And that I will say. But anything dealing with this show, this is Kevin and Mikkel. This show was not just built on Kevin. Yes, I've done solo videos. Y'all barely see me do a solo video. Like, if it was years ago, okay, yes, I was doing all the videos, but no. I like doing this with Mikkel. And if I have to make a solo video, I will do it, but no, I like doing this with Mikkel. So don't think that I sit up here thinking that everything is me. And no, and then, when I looked at the likes on the comments, I said, OMG. Like,
likes on what?
The likes on the comment that somebody left.
Oh.
Like, I'm like, people really think that I'm just saying that, yes, this is just my show. No, I don't. So I just wanted to clarify that. And then one time, somebody said,
well, you know what? I know that you don't feel that way.
I know.
But you know what? It's something that you always said in the past, and you still do say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, that I say that is my show?
Yeah, so you have to remember how you say it. Because me and you know each other. Mm-hmm. But they don't know that you don't mean it that way. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, you may say it, and then I'll be like, bitch, what? This, that, and the third. But me and you know at the end of the day that this is the Kevin and Mikkel show. But like you always say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And those that are at home watching it, they don't know you and I's relationship. So they don't know if you may say it. Like, for instance, there may be some people that see me on this show and I just be aggravated over it. And they may think, well, Kevin's probably getting on his damn nerves. That's why he's aggravated over it. Not realizing, no, it's not Kevin. Well, sometimes it is. But no, it's not Kevin. I was just at work for 8 fucking hours and now I got to sit here.
Yes.
You know?
And you gonna have to
watch him get on my nerves.
He's not going to agree with everything I say. And I mean, Mikkel's been making faces for years.
Right.
So, I mean,
it's a part of the show.
It's a part of the show.
Are people complaining about that?
People complain about a lot of stuff. I'm glad they don't complain about you being on the phone no more. That's what I'm glad about. But it's just like, can we, instead of you commenting about, oh, why he making a face, or Kevin, this is not just your show, we sit here for 90 minutes, just about, and that's all you got from the video? You don't have an opinion about anything that we said? Like, leave a comment about that. Don't sweat the small stuff, but I had to say something because, sometimes it gets too many likes, and I'm like, oh.
Well, you did say you was about to say something else before I cut you off.
No, but I'm just saying that I was going to leave a comment, but I didn't, because then when you comment back now it's, oh, you being mean, and we your viewers, and like, come on, I don't want to go through all of that. I know where my heart is.
Where's that one that candy you? I still have it. But you don't have to wear it no more. Your stomach
oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to wear it no more.
You're not my size though. I was bigger than you when I was wearing it. But
I'm trying to process if that's shade or not, because I had something shady to come back with. Because you know how quick I am.
Oh, I know.
But then I had to process them, see if he was going to shade. No, it wasn't shade, because you know better.
Bitch, but I couldn't throw it.
Bitch, you will get thrown.
That's well, weird.
Out this fucking window. That's weird. Now let's get on with the show.
Yeah, let's get on with the show. So again, we have new shirts. Make sure y'all go to the website and snatch up those shirts. And if you have pictures, because y'all haven't sent pictures in a while, please send us those pictures so we can put them in the beginning of next week's video. And also make sure that y'all watch my mom new video. Like, I don't know, like she be, I don't know if she don't want to do the videos like that no more, or she really think that I don't want her to do the videos like that. Like, we have this, I don't know. I just want her to know that, you know, just be, I think it's really hard for her. If y'all don't want to watch, that's fine, you know. But for her, you know, I think she'd probably be like, she'd be on YouTube looking at the stuff and seeing who's watching, so she feel like they watch y'all, why ain't they watching me? But it's hard. I don't know. It's just hard to talk to my mom about that or whatever. But I do want to say thank you to those that send in letters for her to respond to. Or maybe if y'all don't want to watch the her answer your letters, if you want her to maybe tackle some topics that we don't discuss, y'all can always email that to me so that way I can give it to her and let her know this is what they want to see you talk about. Because everybody don't want to see you rant and, you know, get people together all the time. But she gives out a lot of great advice. So if you, after you watch this video, if you want to check her video out, check it out. So we're going to get on with the show. And I want to talk about the SAE chain. Y'all already know that I really didn't want to discuss it on Monday's video about the no more N-words and SAE and hanging from the tree and they'll never be in our sorority, all this, I mean, fraternity and all of this stuff. What I didn't see was on Morning Joe, they had a roundtable discussion about it. And they tried to justify the actions of the fraternity by saying that it's the music and hip hop that gives them the okay to discuss it, because they were upset that Waka Flocka Flame was even supposed to perform there in like 2 weeks, and he canceled his performance because he said, I'm not going to be going anywhere performing for any campus where racism is, you know, out like that. I'm not going to do it. So then they were saying, like, he is someone that used the N-word all the time, and he's one of the reasons why, you know, that white people use that term. And I'm like, yes, Mikkel, I mean, what? They were sitting at that round table.
They gave Waka Flocka credit for the reason why this
fraternity and other rappers
uses this word?
I was over it. I mean, somebody sent me the link, I was over it. And then they're going to say update, you know, I guess around 4 o'clock after, you know, the world got whiffed of what was said. Mika, she tried to clarify, no, they were totally wrong for what they said.
Oh, girl.
But, you know, she tried to clean that shit up. Yeah. No, you meant what you said. And I am so tired of people blaming hip-hop for the words that come out of other people's mouths.
Okay.
Like, don't blame it on nobody. Blame it on them.
Because on that bus, hip-hop artists say, I don't say it.
Yes. And it was in the content of how they were saying it.
Hanging from a tree.
And then there'll never be an N-word and
nigger, not nigger.
Nigger.
Okay. That's what they said.
Same thing.
All right. Yeah, but that's what they said.
You know, it's never okay to be, first of all, you shouldn't be using, I don't think nobody should be using it. But do we use it? Yes. Okay, we use it. But I don't still think it's okay for white people to go ahead and say nigga. I don't give a damn how many times you hear a black person say it, how many black people are your friends. I don't want to hear you saying that to me. And it's not okay that white people call each other nigga just because of a rap lyric. Bitch, don't blame it on a rap lyric at all. They shouldn't be using it, period. Okay? Nobody should be using it. I think if we go back and talk to our ancestors and ask them, how do you feel about any of us, black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, using the N-word? Do you think that it will be okay? They would tell you, hell no. We died for that. We got beat for it. It's just so much happened to our ancestors. Nobody should be using it. But to use that as an excuse There's no excuse for it. And then you sit on your platform and say something dumb like that.
Is this Joe Scarborough?
Joe Scarborough show. Micah said it first, and then Joe was like, at first he was like, he was on the fence, and then he went in. You know, then they all agreed to it. Then Micah had to sit there with Al Sharpton on the other side of the screen. She's at the studio, and the other guy, and then she went on to, try to make the shit right. No, it's not okay. And then don't ask Al Sharpton about black people using the N-word, and then try to throw Jay-Z in and all of that stuff. Right. They're going to use their music however they want to use it, okay? If you don't like what they're saying in the music and you don't want your child to hear it, you make sure that you don't buy it for your child, and you make sure you monitor what they're doing on the internet or what they're doing on the Xbox. Like, you can monitor everything. Everything has a motherfucking parental control on it, okay? I don't give a damn how old your child is. You can put a lock on there. You can put a lock on the Xbox. You can put a lock on any damn thing if you want to shelter your child from different things. Now, what they do in somebody else's house when you're not around, that's different. But if you being a responsible parent, those are the things that you'll do to make sure that your child is not doing that stuff. And if you hear anybody saying it and they're around you, I think you should correct them and let them know that that's not okay to be using that. And now they got to sit there and go in their apology tour, not because they said about what happened, but they're upset because they got caught using those words. Now they got expelled, the house got put out, then you got this house mother of the SAE fraternity to sit there, oh no, we would never, like, come on, who the fuck you playing with? Yes, you're going to say, no, it's not okay to say, because you're on camera. Wait till the camera people not around. What did you say? Oh, the she is. Don't sit here and tell me some shit. Don't play with me.
Oh, as old as he is.
Yes, you know. You know. And it was racist in the South in her time. Coming up. I bet you she wouldn't be talking to no black guy. Or dating one at that.
Okay.
Don't play with me.
I still won't.
And old people feel some kind of way about it, and then don't talk to an old black man that don't went through it damn South.
Because he don't want to hear it.
No. And still don't like white.
Still don't like white.
But something that I said, I posted on Instagram, and I just want to read it, because, I really get sick and tired of, it's 2015, and we still have to talk about all the racist things that's just going on and all the racist things that happen. And I said, I really hate discussing racism. Bottom line, our bodies all function the same. The only difference is genetics and culture. Get the fuck over it and stop treating people differently because they're not like you. And if we did this and treated everyone fair, we wouldn't have to keep talking about racism. But nothing is ever that simple. We always have to keep fighting and struggling for something. So, I just was mad at the host from The Morning Joe and anybody that keep blaming hip-hop for everything. You blame hip-hop for people killing people. You blame hip-hop for saying the N-word or smoking marijuana. You know what? It's not hip-hop, and it's not hip-hop for making people wear those clothes the way they do. People make those decisions in their head. Because nobody forced me to do a goddamn thing. Okay. Anything that I do it. And again, I tell you something my fifth grade teacher said, everything you do in life is a choice. Okay? No matter what it is, everything you do is a choice. So if you want to wear your pants sagging, don't blame it on hip-hop to say you got it from, just say it because you thought it was cool and you wanted to do it too. You made that decision to do it. So, y'all know I could go on and on and on, but that's just how I feel about it. And I can't believe that MSNBC let them sit there and say that stuff on TV. And this wasn't even Fox News. This was MSNBC. They sat on that morning show and said it. Can't believe it. Let's go to the next. Angie Stone arrested. Now, I don't need to read the news reports. Okay, let me tell you something.
Free my nigga Angie Stone.
No, then you want to sit there and talk about free people. No. Let me tell you something.
I posted that on Instagram and people was like, but you said don't free nobody.
Okay, but let me tell you something, okay?
I said it out of a joke.
No, joke or no joke. Let's be for real.
That's big.
Let's be for real.
That's big.
Anytime you put your hand on your mother or your father, you deserve whatever happens to you, okay? If that means the parent has to go to jail, they have to go to jail. It is what it is. It's not going to, I'm going to say, Angie Stone, how dare you pick up a metal rod? Excuse me. I know where I come from. Okay?
And if I was to even go like this, if I even thought, if they thought that I was about to go like
see, and then the cops want to tell you, oh, don't beat your child. Don't do this. Don't do that.
But wasn't she grown?
She's 30 years old.
Yeah, but why is she? Yeah, that's another thing.
Listen, I know that Angie Stone and her daughter got a lot of things going on. It's kind of like, I don't want to say similar, but you know how Tweet's daughter feel like, you know, your mom, you were always on the road. She got that same resentment towards her mother. And they were trying to get it together on the show. And Angie was like trying to help her, and Diamond was like, I don't want to do this, and you do things that way, you two also. It's kind of similar. It's just, you know, they just had riffraff going on. But I didn't know that Angie Stone was being beat up by her daughter, so, you know.
She was being beat up by her, or it's just that one incident?
I don't know. Like that one incident, she was getting beat up, she got the ride and bust her 2 front teeth. And I don't feel no kind of sorrow.
No, me neither. But I didn't even know Angie Stone was the type that let her child beat up on her.
No, I don't know what happened.
Well, let's find out what happened.
I don't know. But, you know, the end of the day, the result is Angie Stone did what Angie Stone had to do. And if any parent out there, if you're a parent, okay, first of all, if you're a mother, you've carried your child for 9 months. Long 9 months. Okay? And for your child to pick up their hand and do anything, first of all, you need to pop that hand while they're young to let them know it is not okay to play hit with me. No. If you gotta bust their ass, bust their ass. You gotta spank, spank. If you one of the parents that don't want to do that, that's fine. But when they grow up and they get bigger than you and start telling you what the fuck to do, you should have trained them while they were young. You should have trained them.
What the Bible say? Train them up in the way you want them to go.
Yes. But I'm not, you know, people, I know people parent differently. People like, I got beat up, I don't want to do that to my child.
It ain't about beating up, it's about discipline.
Yes.
Because my mother and father ain't never beat up on me, but they did whoop my ass.
And I can tell you, I've got plenty
of ass whoopers.
Plenty of ass whoopers and punishments.
But let me tell you something. Now that I'm an adult, and I see kids doing stuff, and I look back and I'm like, damn, my mom and dad would have whooped my ass for that. Whoop their ass, because when you get older and you be sensible, you know the do's and the don'ts of a child.
That's right. And then they'll say, oh, my mom ain't gonna do nothing to me. Oh yeah, because you know, I got 2 little ones in my fucking house. One comes over and terrorizes, one is here. So don't tell, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing, I ain't worried.
Yeah. And no, when that comes over, she'll tell you in a minute, her mom's not gonna do nothing to her. And I always look at her and say, ooh, if you was my niece.
But you know, I don't even spank them like, you know, at the beginning, yes, pop them, but now I don't.
Something. If Misha's kids ever comes to my house, first of all, I'm gonna love my nieces and nephews, so I'm gonna just love the hell out of them. But I'm going to let them know. They are going to know. Like, for instance, my grandmother never, ever spanked me. I remember one time in my entire life when she went upstairs and she whooped me with the belt, but it didn't even hurt because I don't even think she was trying to hurt me. Like, she didn't really want to hurt me. But I remember as a child, that as loving and as caring as my grandmother was, I always knew that she was the boss and in charge. And I never got out of line with her. Even though she didn't beat me, because you know some kids get out of line with you because they know you ain't going to beat them. But even though I knew she wasn't going to beat me, I still didn't get out of line with her because of the respect that not only that I had, but as a child, when you're around other adults who have that type of respect for her, it's like she got to be somebody of importance because all these other adults got a lot of respect for her. Like my mom, my dad, my uncles and aunts, like they knew nothing because they knew mommy would look at, wait a minute. So it's like if you think, if Misha's kids ever think, they gonna come and tell me my mom's not gonna do nothing, I'm gonna whoop their ass and then I'm gonna curse their mother out for allowing them to say you're not gonna do anything.
But don't let Misha get to the point where she say, Mikhail, do you have any kids?
No, I'm gonna tell her. Let me tell you something. I don't have no motherfucking kids, but when mother and father was leaving, they was leaving your ass with me, and you were my child until they got the fuck back, and you knew not to play with me.
I know.
Knew not to play with me. She said something to me not too long ago. My mom said, she cursed at me, and my mom heard her. And my mom said, she said something, so she apologized because she didn't know my mom heard her. So she apologized, and my mom said, but you still don't talk like that to him. I said, I know that's the fuck.
Yes!
lay that down. But you still don't talk like that to him. Because one, that's your brother, and he's your older brother. There you go. There you go. You know better. See, it's about a respect thing. My mom said, but you still don't talk like that to him because he don't talk like that to you, and that's your brother and your older brother. That's how you got to do it.
Yes.
You ain't just respect. You ain't just respect the parents. You respect your elder siblings too. Joe, no, Misha will never say that to me. You don't have no kids. She'll never say that to me because I'll whoop her ass.
What happened? Nick Gordon on Dr. Phil's show. Now, I was busy taping with Mama Scorpion, but I was trying to catch up with what was going on, and I seen towards the end where first of all, I already knew he was drunk, because, you know, we seen the previews and stuff. But, I mean, he was drunk, okay? He was one of those where you get real effed up on your birthday kind of drunk. And this is the norm for him. He's drinking out of guilt, out of shame, out of embarrassment. Just, I couldn't save Whitney Houston. I couldn't save Chrissy. This is just all sad. And even though I didn't watch the full thing, I just want to say, Dr. Phil, you should be ashamed of yourself for putting that young boy on TV like that.
Yeah.
And then it made me mad when I was seeing that his publicist or whoever it was recording him drunk like that. You don't do that to nobody. Record them like that. And if you want to record them, okay, show them and say, I don't ever want to see you like this. And then delete the video. But what you don't do is record that for the world to see him. Because now he's going to be forever ridiculed if he ever pulls through this. And I pray that he does. And I really hope, I really hope that he was not beating on Bobbi Kristina and none of that stuff. But the way that the family is talking, it seems like there was some domestic violence going on because she has unexplained bruises on her. So they're also doing a criminal investigation. So I don't know everything that went on. But I know one thing, that boy should not be on Dr. Phil talking, especially when there's a criminal investigation against you. Because now what you said on that show will be used against you. If you had anything to do with Bobbi Kristina drowning or unexplained bruises on her. You know, it just made me so mad to see that. But can you talk about what went on the show?
Dr. Phil had Nick's mom on there in the first half of it. They had his mom on there. His mom was very upset. His mom is actually the one who got in contact with Dr. Phil to reach out to him because she really wants help for her son. Excuse me. She fears that her son is going to hurt himself seriously because he said to his mom in the past that he wants to kill himself. So his mom reached out to Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil was basically getting a rundown from him, from her. Basically the stuff that he said, Nick has said to her in the past, the relationship that Nick has had with Whitney Houston and Bobbi Kristina. She actually clarified a lot of stuff that we said on our show in the past that we thought was the truth, but it turned out not to be the truth. And I just wanted to clarify some things. Nick Gordon never lived with Whitney Houston when he was a little boy. He never lived with her when he was a little boy. That's actually, he met Bobbi Kristina around the time where they were 12 years old. They went to school together, and that's how they knew each other. Whitney Houston never adopted Nick Gordon either. It was when Nick became 18 years old and his mom kicked him out of the house. That's when he went to go live with Whitney and Bobbi. But by this time, they had already known him from when they were younger. So he went to go live with them. And the mom was just saying that everywhere that Whitney and Bobbi went, they took Nick too. Even when, I didn't understand either because Dr. Phil didn't understand this, and me and Dr. Phil were kind of on the same page too. Even when Whitney Houston checked herself into rehab three previous times, Nick and Bobbi Kristina checked themselves into rehab too.
Wow, what?
And so Dr. Phil said, okay, so he had a problem back then. And the mom said, oh no, he didn't have a problem. She said at least when he was calling me, he wasn't drunk or so, anything like that. She said that he was in there because Whitney wanted them to be there too. So then Dr. Phil said, so did Bobbi Kristina have a problem? And she said, well, yeah, I believe she did.
Oh, no, they all
had a problem. Okay? It wasn't just Whitney and Bobbi. It was all three of them. But the mom, I don't necessarily think the mom was trying to cover up for Nick. I think she was just saying what it was that Nick was telling her. You know what I mean? And I don't think she 100% believed it, but it was like, hey, this is what he told me. And, you know, it didn't make sense at all. But basically, Nick has been there since they were young, and, you know, Whitney, Nick, and Bobbi had a very good relationship. The day that Whitney Houston died, apparently Nick Gordon was in his room and heard the commotion in her room, and he ran into Whitney's room to try to help her. Now, the mom says by the time that Nick got into Whitney's bathroom, Whitney was already out of the tub, and Nick was the one who started to perform CPR on her. But he couldn't revive her. And when the police came, I can't remember what she said when the police came, but apparently Nick called her, his mom, while he was standing there over on Whitney's body, and Dr. Phil asked her, well, what did he say? And he said, you know, he was saying to her, she said he was emotional, he was saying that he can't get her to come back. You know, he was like, you know, he's tried CPR, but she's just not coming back. But I'm saying to myself, after being in that tub face down for 30 minutes,
she was down for 30 minutes?
Apparently she was down for 30 minutes.
Wow.
I can't imagine somebody being down that long and then coming back. It's just, you know, their brain dead now. So he was emotional about that. And he also, this is what I don't understand. And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to be funny. But apparently this similar situation with Bobbi Kristina, the same thing happened. The third party that they had at the house with them, he found Bobbi Kristina in the bathtub because apparently they had a cable guy there installing cable, and he had to get into the bathroom, whatever the case may be. I never heard of that, but I guess it, you know, over there he did. And the friend didn't know how to do CPR, so he yelled for Nick. So Nick came and started doing CPR, and again, Bobbi Kristina didn't come through. And Nick was emotional about that. And I'm saying to myself, well, does Nick Gordon really know how to do CPR? Because ain't nobody seemed to come through when he's doing it. Maybe he should stop. I mean, it's good that he's trying, but at the same time, maybe nobody's not coming through because he's not doing it right properly. That's probably why. But when he came into the room, first of all, when they showed him the clips of him drunk in his hotel room, I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, this can't be for real. But it was for real. And then when Dr. Phil said he was going to go get him, I'm thinking like, well, is this the same day that he's drunk? Because he ain't going to be sober if it is. Lo and behold, it was the same damn day. I mean, from the time Dr. Phil went to go get him, when they were walking to the hall, all of a sudden he started speed walking in front of Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil was like, slow down, like you're not even going the right way. Like a schizo, like a crackhead. Like he was just out. And I was like, what the hell? And the whole time he went and when he finally saw his mom in the room, I just said to myself, you know what, Dr. Phil, this was not really a good thing on your part to sit there and try to conduct an interview / intervention with somebody who's in this state of mind. It just wasn't a good thing. And they kept promoting this as an interview, but you're not really interviewing him because he ain't really telling you too much because he's drunk. Look, he's out of it. It's his mom that's doing the talking, and his mom can't say but so much because she wasn't there. Like she's only telling you what he told her. You know what I mean? He did say he hates Bobby Brown. He hates Bobby Brown basically because Bobby Brown is not allowing him to see his daughter. But I feel like you do. There's a reason why Bobby Brown's not allowing you to see his daughter. It's not because he doesn't really like you. It's because they really feel as though you probably played a part in what's going on. And that's not. And I'm not trying to say that he drowned her or anything. But they, like you said, they said that she had bruises on her body, and the family probably thinks that the bruises probably came from you.
And who else?
Who else would it come from? You know what I mean? So, I mean, even though he feels as though Bobby Brown's being mean by not letting him see him, Bobby Brown is doing what any father in his position would do. No, I think that you had something to do with my daughter in this situation, and my daughter's not able to tell us, so until she is, you gotta stay away.
That's even if she remembers.
You know what I mean? It's just sad. It's just really, really sad, that whole situation. But I hope and pray that he gets help because he really, really needs it.
Yeah, and I can if it ever happens where they say Bobbi Kristina passed, I know that he's probably gonna kill himself too, because he is already going through it. And just imagine two people that he was close to going like that, and the rate he had taken drugs and drinking at the same time. That's a recipe for a disaster.
He needs the help. He needs it.
Yes.
But you know what? The two of them need to stay away from each other. If she comes through, they need to stay away from each other for a very long time.
I wonder why we haven't heard like any updates
Well, as far as I know, I think she's still possibly in a coma. As far as I know, I haven't heard anybody say anything about her like coming through or speaking. So I think she may still be in a coma. That's the last time I heard.
That's a long time.
Yeah, a month and a half.
In 2 more weeks, it'll be 2 months.
I mean, people have been in comas longer than that, but I'm just saying, like, they said she had severe brain damage. Like, it's very sad. Just keep praying for all of them. Bobbi Kristina, her family, Nick Gordon and his family. Just keep praying for them because they really, really, really need it.
And Dr. Phil, you just wanted to get your ratings up, but I guess you got it.
Yeah.
You got what you
I just think that was real tacky of Dr. Phil to try to conduct an interview while that guy was in that state of mind. Like,
yeah, that was just terrible.
he should have canceled that. I wouldn't have. That's not cool at all.
So I know you watched Empire last night.
I did.
What did you think of it?
Ooh. What?
Oh, Empire was just.
Well, can I just say this? I'm loving Derek, Luke, and Cookie. I want them to just.
You want that chocolate chip in that cookie, huh?
Yeah, I want them to just. I'm just loving the chemistry between them two.
It's good chemistry, but I know that Lucius is going to probably try to set him up.
Oh yeah,
or kill him,
or fire him. Yeah.
Because Miss Cookie is just trying to give up this cookie. She's been trying for a minute, and I love their little.
Yeah, because she's been in jail for a minute.
Yeah, bitch, I'll be. If I was going for 17 years,
I would be humping
every damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't ever want to picture that. I'm like, Kevin, you ain't just say that. But
hey, I said it.
I'm humping around, okay? And she ain't going back to Lucius no more. Derek, what's his name on the show?
I don't know his name on the show.
Oh, I forgot his name on the show.
Chocolate.
But he opened her up. He opened her up to something new.
Did she call him daddy?
But she calls him everything.
She
get these cookies, take these cookies, cookie bites. She was saying all kinds of stuff. I know you want to bite this cookie. All of this stuff. But what I was about to say, I forgot what I was about to say. Damn, you just made me think about that scene. Why you do that? But anyway, so the little girl, we find out that Olivia was on the run from her ex-boyfriend.
Is that her name on the show?
Yes, Olivia.
I didn't know that was her name.
Oh, motherfucking Olivia.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Olivia from the Cosby, Olivia. Wow.
Yes. I don't like how the way they dressed her on this show. Because, you know, Raven looks much younger, like, in Raven. But on the show, they made her look a little bit older for some reason. But anyway, she was on the run from her ex-boyfriend, and I guess he found her, and he was really upset with her because she had a baby by somebody else, and it wasn't him. And he didn't even give a fuck that it was way before him. He still was upset that, you done made a baby from, with somebody else. Okay. So while all that is going on, Jamar is like, he's talking to the girl, telling her don't be afraid of monsters, and he's going to take care of her, nothing's going to harm her or anything. So he ends up talking to his father, and he was telling his father that he's really going to step up and be the little girl's father. And, Lucia's like, oh no, you ain't got to worry about that. And I tweeted on Twitter, oh yeah, Jamar don't got to worry about it because he's the fucking dad. And I put it together when I realized that, because I was rewatching the episodes, and in the beginning, he had forced them to get married on the show, but he was saying that he was trying to protect Jamar because I guess there was rumors about him being gay or whatever, so he had forced them to get married so it wouldn't hurt him. But all the while, it was because he was having sex with her and got her pregnant, and then he got them together, and that's why she was saying, they was talking about, well, you got to be pregnant. You got to have sex to make a baby or something. You remember
I remember
that?
Yeah.
So that's when I I put it all together. Like, okay, all right, yeah. Now I get what the hell is going on. So meanwhile, Camilla and Hakeem, they just taking all of these photos and everything. She's trying to make him the star of her magazine. She's doing this, doing that, just babying him up, doing him real good. And Cookie was like, you know what? She got his panties around his throat. Lucius, you need to do something about this. So Lucius, he does something about it. He pays her to go away, but somebody told me that she tore up the check. And probably because I was sweet. And did you?
Yeah, she did. She threw up when he gave her the check, she tore it up in his face and threw it at him and told him, when you die, I will be back.
Oh, I'm sure. But because she was broke and she didn't have. Oh, Lucius went in on her for 40 days and 80 nights. And I guess Hakeem can't find her. She's nowhere. So he tell his son that he paid Camille to go away, even though that didn't happen. It didn't go down that way. With the son, meanwhile, Andre, poor baby.
Yeah.
Andre is sent to music therapy.
Y'all didn't hear him. I heard him. Oh, I heard you.
Andre was sent to music therapy by, I guess, by the somebody appointed him. Who appointed him?
Who appointed who?
Somebody sent him to music therapy. I don't remember.
Who cares? He's
in music therapy with Jennifer Hudson. Okay.
Loudmouth.
Y'all. And I told y'all, let me find out anybody tweeting about Jennifer Hudson being loud or they had to turn their TV down. I'm unfollowing because she did all right. She didn't. All right. She ain't go there.
No, she ain't yell.
She didn't go there on the show. You know, she didn't go there. But I guess they gonna be falling in. Is that Birds is Chirping video? Who did?
Yeah.
Oh, Beyonce, bye girl, and them OPP jackets. Everybody was wearing them back in the day.
They were back in the day style. Look, they tried. Sorry, y'all. Stevie Wonder.
What?
Go back to the home. Go back to the home.
Tina.
Back to the home.
I'm over it. That is not funny. Why would they do that?
And you gonna say what? Why would they hand him that?
And what is it? You know what, Stevie? I blame whoever is Stevie's publicist.
No, I blame whoever's his caregiver.
And yeah, like why would you let him do that? Meanwhile, who is that? Meanwhile, back on Empire, Cookie is not here for Andre's wife.
You gonna say who is that?
She's talking about, my son don't have no bipolar disorder. That's white people problems. And you know,
her Lucius think just like they from that old school, right?
Yeah.
It's not like
I think you got something to do with it. You just all up in here and like they really got something against her. And then we finding out that Lucius is stealing people's money and for the stocks and everything.
To give, but he's doing it to give it to Cookie.
So he's set. But what he's probably doing is he's taking from them, keeping half of himself, and giving the other half to Cookie.
Yeah, because remember she asked him, well, how much did you take to get?
Yes, because you know.
How much did you take out to put in?
Yeah. Bitch, that's why I kept saying, this is giving me dream girl.
Yeah.
Everything is giving me dream girl.
Yeah.
So, but see, you know what, Andre's wife, because I can't remember your name, but you ain't that slick, bitch. You ain't that slick because you know that you gonna do. You sticking with Andre because you praying for your little breakthrough.
Yeah, she gonna get a check from him.
Yeah, hold on. You know she gonna get
a nice check when he check out. Disability.
Yes. And I'm mad at Empire for hyping up Mary J. Blige, okay?
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige is only on there for 2 good minutes. And she was singing an old song off her album that they fixed. And I like it better with Usher, okay? Don't be changing Shakedown. That's my motherfucking song. But yeah, I was just mad because they kept saying, Mary J. Blige, Mary J. Blige, Mary J. Blige, Good Day Philadelphia, Mary J. Blige coming on to talk about Empire, everything. All she was doing was for the back scenes, okay?
Was scatting.
From
Scatting.
I'm like, bye. And y'all better not give Mother Patti LaBelle a flashback scene. She better be singing for something.
No, she better.
Yeah. And then, you know, I'm glad that they killed the guy, because that really made Cookie want to give up the Cookie. She's just like, you saved my life. Lucius ain't never do that for her. So now she is, next week it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Because
and 2 hours?
2 hours, because you know Cookie's going to get the chocolate chip in her cookie. Cookie's also going to find out about
Bunky.
She's going to find out. She's really going to go to fuck Anne.
Yeah.
Oh, don't think because y'all ain't see the debutante this episode that she's not going to come back with
she's going to come back.
Oh, bitch, it's going to be good. And guess what? Empire is 2 hours next week. 2 hours. So y'all better make sure y'all be following me on
So when is next season going to start? In September?
Probably September.
I hope so.
Yes, and it's going to be good. And they got a whole 6 months to get it together for a new storyline. Cause it's
Lee Daniels, you did that.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lee Daniels for putting Andre in that U-Penn sweatshirt. He was putting a whole lot of Philly stuff in there.
Yeah, because you know, they from West Philly.
He sure is. In West Philadelphia.
And now also that's right. I don't know where he spent his days, but on 13. I don't know. Shout out to Lee. We need to get Lee Daniels on the show. Can you imagine back in the day? Hey! 13th Street.
Yeah, you should know. You was down there.
Not at those times. I came out in 2001. It's going on 14 years. Yes, bitch. And a bitch still here. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, where else would you be?
Hey, in the ground. I swear, not to go there, but I'm just saying, like, when I first came out, though, and they were just talking about people, like, they were like, yeah, the people don't, they don't live long, and, a lot of people that, when I came out, they are not here. A lot of them are gone, or they done did some shit and moved somewhere else, and crafting was really, really big back then, but now with all this technology, you just don't know who's crafting. That's why I say you keep everything to yourself. You don't give all your personal information out to nobody. No passwords to your Twitter or nothing, okay? Because people be creeping and scheming and doing all kinds of stuff. So keep good people around you. Now, if you know anybody that craft, I wouldn't say keep them around you, okay? But yeah, Empire is just it's just that show, and I'm just so glad that everyone has taken notice. And there's there's some picture I liked on Instagram where it has Viola Davis and Taraji P. Henson in white and on the cover, and they were saying how Academy nominated people are now just taking over TV.
Yeah.
And it's not just them, because Patricia Arquette just won a Grammy, and she's on a CSI. Yeah, but I say a Grammy. I'm thinking the top thing. You know me and my music. But she's on, she won an Oscar, and she's on CSI Cyber, and, Terrence Howard, another Academy Award. Now, they just come into TV. That TV is the place to be. And it's not just the movies. You're getting people to watch for free. You're not begging nobody to go out to a movie theater to buy a movie or whatever. But I'm just glad that they're doing big things, and I'm just glad that Taraji P. Henson is being nominated, and I'm just glad that somebody like Whoopi Goldberg took that moment to tell her, like, no, don't just brush me off what I'm saying. You need to hear this. And she, Taraji was sitting there trying not to cry and stuff. She was fighting back the tears. Because she was like, you bust your ass in this industry, and you've done a lot. You've done a lot of great stuff, and I'm just glad that you're getting your recognition. So, bask in it. Take all the glory. And there's this movie I seen. I didn't think I was going to like it. I seen her in 2 movies. It's the movie on Netflix. It's called The Tiffany Rubin Story. I want y'all to watch. That's your homework assignment for this weekend. Watch The Tiffany Rubin Story. Something I didn't know is that
who's plays in it? Taraji?
Taraji. She got nominated either for a Golden Globe for Best TV Actress or Emmy. It was one of them. She got nominated for that role. So y'all watch that. And then there's this movie on there called In the Rough. It's the last movie that Michael Clark Duncan made before he passed away. And it has Taraji P. Henson in it and Henry Simmons. He's a good-looking actor, but you don't see him a lot. But when you see him, you like, yes, I know who he is. I've seen him in some stuff. So, In the Rough and The Tiffany Rubin Story. Those are 2 good movies that you guys can watch. The only thing I didn't like from In the Rough is that, it just ended. I didn't like the ending too much. But other than that, it was a really, really good movie. Really
Henry Simmons, he played in, what's the name with her too?
Yeah, he played in Medea. What else he played in?
That new movie, her and,
Yes!
Husband.
Duh!
Yeah.
He was, I forgot the name of the movie, but her and Idris Elba. And speaking of Boris Kodjoe and his wife Nicole, this summer they're going to have a TV test market run. They're going to have their own show together. What are the things they're going to be talking about? I don't know. But I'm just glad that they're being given a chance. So if it comes on and you're part of the city, please make sure y'all check it out and watch the show. Because you got 2 Hollywood couples that's been together for a long time. coming to TV with a TV show. So, like a talk show. So check it out, and yeah. But we got more stuff to discuss. I'm talking like this show is over. Blurred lines. Now, I don't know all the stuff that happened in the court case. All I know is this. When you hear Blurred Lines and you hear Got to Give It Up by Marvin Gaye, there's no way you can't say that those songs don't sound alike. I think I did a review for the song, and I was saying that, you know, yeah, clearly they sampled, Marvin Gaye. And a couple months later, they was denying that
it was a sample from it.
It was a sample, and that they came up with the beat and everything. Maybe they changed a couple of tunes or whatever, but it still don't matter. It still sounds the same.
Exactly the same.
Exactly.
Exactly the same.
And
Marvin Gaye's family too.
Yes, that's right. Because the son was the first person I saw talk about it, and he was, because something else had happened, but they was asking him, is it true that y'all going to be suing for Blurred Lines? He was like, you damn right.
Right.
I can't really talk about it, but
we are.
Yes.
And they did.
Yes.
And they won. Yeah. And they're going to keep winning, because then I saw last night in the news that not only did they win the $7.3 million, but they also now, the lawyers of both sides are going to try to come up to see how it is that they're going to work it out. So in the future, they're going to keep getting recompensated.
Get royalties.
Royalties from it.
Give him our royalty check.
So this isn't over with them. The thing, what I have to say about this is, Robin Thicke, Pharrell Williams, y'all really know better. And y'all should have known better. Y'all been in this music industry for a very long time. The both of you. The both of you know how it works, okay? And whether you sampled it or not, you should have been straight up and honest with it. Or you should have just got permission. You should have just got permission. Now, like Patty Jackson said, she's a radio host here in Philly. Like she said, it was wrong for what they did. Does this mean that people are going to denounce Blurred Lines and stop listening to it? Hell no. Because whenever you hear it, like she said, especially at a black person's event, a block party or family reunion, they going to get up and dance.
Bitch, we went off. You played it a couple times at the bar.
Hell, we went off. Remember? Oh, you was out in the thing. But I know anybody who go to concerts, especially at Beyonce's concert when they was playing it, the whole arena got up and started dancing. I know that's right. But you know what? It doesn't matter. This does not look good on y'all as producers, as musicians, as artists. It doesn't look good for y'all, because y'all can't be going around just taking people's stuff and then not giving them credit and then saying that y'all came up with it on your own. Like, do I look like I was born 3 days ago? Hello?
Now, I know there's been a lot of cases where people say, oh, this song sound like mine, they took my... No,
right.
This
was
like...
obvious.
And like, no, we made it all up.
Yes.
No, y'all didn't. Don't say we wanted a Marvin Gaye like, bitch,
no,
that was Marvin Gaye.
Y'all just did your own little twist to it. But it was Marvin Gaye.
Yes, y'all should have gave their family what they was wanting for the first time. And now I'm pretty sure they probably had to pay their court fees.
And it wasn't nothing. And I'm almost certain that it wasn't hard for the jury to come to a decision. Like, I mean, hello.
It ain't hard for me. I was like, yeah, you clearly it's a Marvin Gaye sample. And this is like 2 years ago.
I'm just surprised it was 7.3 million and not more.
It should have been a whole lot.
But you know it's going to be more. Once I said, once they come up with the figure for the royalty checks, it's going to be.
And then they're probably going to be added to the song.
Yeah, as Marvin Gaye. Or Marvin Gaye's name's going to be added to the song, as it should.
Yes, you got to give it up.
You don't do that to people. Marvin Gaye is a musical legend. Okay, he's a legend. He was only here for what, a good 20. He wasn't on Earth for a good 20 years, but I mean, as far as his stardom, he probably was here for probably a good 15 to almost 20 years making music. But in that short time that he was doing his thing, he became a legend, and you can't take that away from him, and you certainly can't take no music from him and then take it and then say it's yours.
Some of y'all watching probably made off of Marvin Gaye music and stuff.
Yeah.
And Robin Thicke is a huge Marvin Gaye fan.
Yes.
And a lot of his stuff sounds like it, but this one took the cake, Robin.
And go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying for them to just
and there's nothing wrong with Robin Thicke. There's nothing wrong with you being a Marvin Gaye fan. But at the end of the day, if you want to sample something from anybody, you got to give them credit. And you shouldn't make their family go to court for their money.
Y'all could have just gave it to. Y'all probably could have gave them a settlement.
Yeah, one of them could have gave them the whole $7 million.
But the fans like, we want our money.
Yeah. and to be quite honest from you, you don't never hear from Marvin Gaye's family. No. So you knew this was a legit argument from them. They said we don't bother nobody. You'll never hear from us. Oh, you're gonna give us.
Yeah, I think what and you know what I think what was going on was the family was talking about Mike Epps playing Marvin Gaye in a movie, and there was some kind of rift going on, and then I think the reporter asked him about, well, are you guys going to sue? And he was saying that he can't really talk about it, but y'all stay tuned. That's what was going on. But I would love to see a Marvin Gaye movie done.
I would too. And I don't mean just done. I don't mean no Lifetime movie. I mean a big screen production where you be like all of it, from the father cross dressing to all of it.
I think Mike Epps would be a great. Mike Epps can play a lot of people, and there was this what movie he's doing right now for the comedian Richard Pryor. I seen what's his name? One of the Wayans. Marlon. I seen Marlon's. Oh my God, he was just so good. Let me tell y'all, I've never seen him as a dramatic actor ever. But there's a 7 minutes. I want y'all to Google Marlon Wayans as Richard Pryor. It's 7 minutes, and he was just so fucking good. I don't understand why he's not.
Screen test?
It was a screen test, but he was so good at it. And actually, Lee Daniels is doing the biopic
of
Richard Pryor.
I know that's right.
And
is he behind this movie that Mike Epps is doing?
Yes.
Oh, so this is Louis Daniels, and you said Oprah's a part of it?
Oprah's a part of it. Mike Epps. It's going to be a movie, yeah. It was just so good. I'm trying to tell y'all, you would never look at Marlon the same, like, because you always see him doing dumb comedy stuff.
And I follow him.
He would be a great dramatic actor. Because if Mike Epps can do it, I know Marlon Wayans can do it. And I seen this terrible movie with Mike Epps.
Terrible.
Yeah, this Mike Epps, Sanaa Lathan, Forrest Whitaker, and Anthony Mackie. Let me tell you something. Those four right there, you put them all on screen, you know you got a good movie.
Right.
The movie was terrible. I was into it because I wanted to know what was going to happen, but I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the plot. It was just terrible. But, I mean, if you need another movie to watch, it's on Amazon. It's called Repentance, and you can see why the movie you never heard of the movie. It was just bad. But I've been getting my movie counts up, and I also watched the documentary. Somebody tweeted me, and the Oscar goes too. That's another thing y'all can watch for the weekend.
Actually,
it's a Netflix documentary. It's good.
Yeah, it is good, and it showed a lot of the old clips and stuff. But did you know what TCM, which Turner Classic Movie, whose documentary it is, they actually showed it on TV, and I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I did get to see half of it. So when the young lady tweeted it to us, and I said okay, and then I wrote her back and said, wait, it's a TCM, and she said yeah. I said okay, I've seen half of it, because the night that it came on, it was so late, and I had to go to work the next day.
I learned a lot about how they did things.
Yeah, it goes real deep into it. But to go back to what we were talking about a few videos ago, even with the Oscars, even when you watch a lot of the old clips, it looks like they just genuinely had fun. Like now, it just seems like it's so political. Yeah, because they don't. But back then, it was like they actually had fun.
They were saying they thought that Bob Hope would always host the Oscars and stuff like that. It was I just really learned a lot. Like
he was the #1 host. He hosted 18 times.
I mean, you can't get no wrong if he's doing something right.
Right.
That's why they should have kept Ellen ass up there. Every Oscar.
Yeah.
They should have kept her on there. And speaking of Ellen, Jussie Smollett came out to the world. He didn't say he was gay, but he came out. Yeah, and he was just saying how he lives his life for him, and it's not for everybody else to discuss, but he just felt like his first TV performance is on Ellen. He looks up to Ellen, and why not knock on Ellen's door and say, you know, I have to come here and I have to talk to you and show it to the world. Why not?
And I know she was happy.
Yeah. So, and I'm happy for him because now, even though he didn't say it, we all know what it is, and now he has a major label backing him, Columbia Records. I want to know how they're going to market him and put him out there. Now, we all know what happened with the Frank Ocean thing. He never said he was gay. He just talked about the bisexual thing, and he never did any other interviews. I want to see a black artist that's major out there doing things and talking about things. And I know that Jussie has done a lot, like especially for the HIV/AIDS community and his activism and stuff like that. But I want to know how are they going to push him to make him a star and not just put him on the shelf because he's gay. I want to see them push him and make him a star. The girls are already going to love him anyway. He's doing good things. Now I just don't want to see nobody hating on him in the industry. Like, you know, some of these rappers. Like, don't be afraid to put him on a fucking song. Like, put him out.
He's performing on American Idol tonight.
Yeah.
Him and
Bashir. Yep. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching, and Taraji P. Henson gonna be there. They're trying to get their ratings up for American Idol, basically.
Yeah, they are.
Because Empire is beating them every week, and Empire comes on after them. Like, how the hell that happened?
Okay. But shout out to Lee Daniels. He's doing a damn thing.
Yes, I'm happy for him. And Mob Wives reunion. Vivica, let me tell you, see, yes. I love you, Viv.
I did too.
But it was too much acting. Hey, girl, how you doing? Yes, and you got to be a strong man to wear pink. Hey, girl, I know that's right. Yes, girl, you from Philly. You got your little gold chain.
Yeah, that was
like, that was so fake.
They should have really got Viv. Yeah, they should have got her. Because she got all the Wendy just knows how to
Wendy was like, what you mean she's a racist? What's going on? What's going on? Like, you want to...
She was going deep into that.
So you don't like me because I'm black?
Oh, yeah. Vivica didn't even pay too much attention to that. And I'm like, it flew over her head. Did you not hear her say she's a racist?
I'm going to let you talk.
And Karen kept saying it. But she's a racist. She's a racist.
She ain't bite. When I put my hands up... No, Viv. You got to get in their face like I asked you to be quiet or something. They ain't gonna hit you. But it was overall it was entertaining. I didn't really take nobody up there seriously. Natalie is just blah blah blah, and then they did that, and I know them. Shut the fuck up! I would be so irritated with someone like, I hope she don't send the mind about to get me, but I would be so irritated with dealing with somebody like her. She's immature, she doesn't listen, and she's not too bright up here. She's not too bright. And, you know, Karen, you sitting there arguing with her like, girl, let that go. We all know your father snitched. Okay, he snitched. So what? And you don't have nothing to do with that. If she want to call you all that, you have the right to defend yourself. But let me tell you something. When you fight somebody and when you really go out to fight somebody, pulling hair is not going to do.
Yeah, because they went right to the ear.
All that anger, and then she got, I think Karen got beat up. And they didn't show it like that, you know. But yeah, like you the one that had your face all scratched up and everything, Karen. Like, you supposed to be a G, you supposed to fuck her up. And Storm, I don't know how she's dealing with somebody like Storm. Yeah, anytime he's bringing a bitch in your house at 7 o'clock in the morning to use the bathroom, something ain't right. That would be the first and the last time he ever had a chance to pull that stunt on me. Okay? Let me tell you something. Using the bathroom the first and the last. First and last time. You pulled no stuff.
Oh, that was my friend and he was in the car. That was his girl. Oh, was it? But why she run out when I said something to her?
There are public bathrooms that are open at 7 a.m. When you on that car run, park the car, go in there and go pick. But you ain't coming to my house. Because friends fuck other friends' girlfriends too. And why you running out the house? Why is the girl running and she's just going to the bathroom?
Man, what are you running for? Oh, because she was so upset. Because Karen was cussing her out. What? Because I would be like, well, I don't want that. My man's in the car. What? Like, what are you talking about? She should have ran to that car and got her man and said, babe, and you let her know.
So I don't even believe Storm.
Yeah. And Karen don't believe it either. She's a man.
But see, let me tell you something. See, they got this thing about this cop caller rat thing. Yeah. If somebody attacked any of your family and you knew somebody, bitch, you will put their face on Instagram and Twitter too. Right.
First of all, they sliced his face.
Yes, like
scar.
Woo! And he still look good. Scar, no scar.
He looks slow to me.
Well, he ain't too bright because he's letting her run over him like that. But see, she's the kind of girl she's the kind of girl that gets him into these fights.
Yeah.
He probably got slashed because of her fucking mouth.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Because of her. Natalie just it's worse than Fran Drescher to me, the way she talks and just rants and rants and rants. Big Ange, my girl. Big Ange really didn't need to be up there to me. She was, you know, that's my girl. I love her and everything. She didn't need to be there. She didn't need to be there. Who else didn't need to be there? Who else was up?
Drita.
Drita just reminds me of somebody that just sell tickets. Like, all this mouth, I've never seen you beat a bitch up on this show.
Drita got a lot of mouth. And I'm like you. When is she going to start whooping ass? Because she talks like, fuck you, because I'll put your... And Lee. Everything's about Lee.
Yeah.
But you'll never see Lee.
Yeah, because he ain't going to put his face out there.
No, he's not.
But, yeah, I enjoyed the Mount Watching. It was very entertaining, but it was just... Don't think you're going to watch to get tea spilled out. Just sit there and watch them talk about the season and fight. But next week, the other girl, Nat D, she's going to be there. So you got the two Philly girls, and they've been going back and forth because Nat G told Drita about Nat G being a snitch and everything. And that turned Drita the fuck off, and it was just so much going on. So much going on. And, my lip feels so chapped, and if it was chapped all this time, we would take it over. But it was something I wanted to say. Oh, and then Natalie and Vivica Fox got into it on Instagram about the racist thing.
On Instagram?
Yeah, and Natalie, on Twitter. Natalie got mad because she felt like Vivica Fox didn't let them talk too much, and she felt that VH1 cut out a whole lot that was being said on the show, and she didn't appreciate it. And then she was like, well, while you was fucking 50 Cent, Renee was up there sucking 50 Cent dick. She was saying all of this stuff. I didn't even know 50 Cent knew Renee back in the day. But Renee said we've been friends for 15 years.
Ew! She don't even got... Oh! Renee?
Maybe because the part of the mob, I don't know what his ties was back then.
Like
I don't picture Renee doing that, but you know. See, I didn't hear that. I don't know. She said she never did it. They were just friends, but Vivica was like that was very low down on you to say, you know. But anything you had to say to Vivica, Natalie. See, this is why I say you take that opportunity right there, Natalie. All that shit, how you felt, and Vivica wasn't letting you speak, you should have told her right there. She was only maybe 6 feet away from you.
Not even that.
Yeah, because you know the studio is smaller than what it appears. She was right there. All you have to say, Vivica, can you please let me speak? Let me speak. Stop cutting me off to say something. I need to say something. And just go the fuck off. Like, you didn't do that. You didn't do that. And so now you calling her this and that, and then they were saying she was a racist, but I didn't see, maybe it was an episode where the audio was played and she was calling a black woman such and such.
I don't think it was an episode. I think it was something like somebody posted.
Oh, somebody had some tapes. Yeah, well, I can't confirm that, but I didn't get that she was a racist. I just get that she's just a loudmouth.
And I didn't get it. I never got it before. But the minute Karen said it, I looked at her and I said, because you know why I instantly believed it? Because when she said it, when Karen said it, she didn't necessarily deny it. She was just like, huh? What? Like, she was trying to, like, skirt around it. Like, she didn't really want to talk about it. Like, no. I was like, racist? What are you talking about? I'm not racist. She didn't do none of that. I said, you know, I can see her being
a racist.
And Karen was adamant.
Yeah.
Karen was like, bitch, my daughter's half black. Like, what?
That's why she wanted to fire so bad. But, yeah, let me... Before we go, Madonna made this comment. I'll read some of it. Where's the note? Madonna made a comment saying that this is not the link. That women have it harder. No, she said that black people and gays have it easier than women in 2015. And some people really took offense to what Madonna said. So I'm going to read her words and explain why. If the fucking phone acts right. Come on, like low. Says, women are still the most marginalized group. They're still the group that people won't let change. You must fit into this box. You must behave this way. You must dress this way. You're still categorized. You're still either a virgin or a whore. If you're a certain age, you're not allowed to express your sexuality, be single, or date younger women. Gay rights are way more advanced than women's rights. People are a lot more open-minded to the gay community than they are to women, period. It's moved along for the gay community, for the African American community, but women are still just trading on their ass. To me, the last great frontier is women. Now, how do you feel about that?
Part of her statement, part of it I agree with. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we just had a conversation a few weeks ago where we talked about how women are still getting paid less than men. A lot of things that Madonna said in her statement was not false. Now, a lot of us in the African American community and the gay community may say, well, you don't know nothing about being black, so you can't speak on that, or you don't know nothing about being gay because you can't speak on that, which is true. But what Madonna does know about being is a woman. Now, yes, Madonna is a very successful woman, and she's been successful for many, many years. But at the end of the day, she is a woman, and at the end of the day, we all know in today's world, women still are considered second to men. Women are, like she said, if you're not a virgin, you're considered a whore. And I've always found it interesting when a man can have as many sex partners as a woman, but the man is not considered a whore, but a woman is. She didn't really say anything that isn't true. She just spoke about two classes that she really doesn't know anything about as far as gays and blacks. Blacks still have a hard time in 2015, Madonna. We still got a long way to go. I mean, every time you turn on the news, there's a story about a black man getting killed, an unarmed black man getting killed by a white person, and the white person who killed them is 9 times out of 10 being found not guilty for killing them. So yes, African Americans still have a long way. As far as gays, I will agree on this. With this, I will say that Madonna is somewhat partially correct on gays when she says that gays are more acceptable today. Because it's true. Today you see gays. It's not all the way true. Let me clarify that. It's not all the way true. But today you can see gays like Jussie Smollett in characters and in roles like Empire on TV more than you could have 20 years ago. 20 years ago, we probably wouldn't have seen a Jamar on TV the way it's being portrayed now. Hell, remember when Real World came out and they had that gay guy on there with AIDS? That was a big thing. That was a huge thing. But she is correct when she says that gays have advanced more than what they were a few years ago, because now, like I told you about when I was at church the other day and that guy was making those comments, it's true. Now gays are like, gays are getting their rights, they're being able to marry in certain states, or they're having civil unions. It's not a crazy thing in 2015 to see or know somebody gay. It's almost as if, I don't care what anybody says. In my years on this earth, I can say today, in 2015, gays are more acceptable than what they were probably 15 or 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, it was like, oh my God, you're gay. Now it's like, yeah, they're gay, and okay. So, all right, let's move on with it. You know what I mean? But I think that Madonna maybe should have, I don't know if she should have worded it differently, but I get where she's going.
I get where she's going, but I just don't agree to, because I think that women have evolved a whole lot.
Don't say that too much, because then you're gonna have the women out there like Kevin. Okay?
Well, they're gonna say what they're gonna say. But see, let me tell you something, because I don't know what it's like to be a woman,
right,
but I know what it's like to see women empowered.
Right.
And we still have women in power. Like, we see women in Congress now. You didn't see a whole lot of women in Congress a whole lot back in the day. You see women in lead roles on television. You see them in lead roles in movies. What she's commenting about, we could probably still say that, you know, gay people still have a heart, because you have people calling us faggots. So you have people calling us, I don't even want to say those type of words. But, you know, we get called a whole bunch of stuff. And imagine being a black person, you might not say those things to our faces, but we're still being called niggers. We're still being saying, oh, you're on welfare, you're poor. We still got stereotypes too. So you might think that we've come far, but now imagine being black and being gay. And then you versus being a woman. So you still got a whole bunch of oppressions going on. Instead of just saying that, you know, instead of making a comparison between women and gays and African Americans, just say that, speak for yourself when you say, I don't think that you know, women empowerment has gone too far, because we are still being looked at as whores. We're still being called all kinds of names. We still don't have equal pay. We still don't have this, and we still don't have that. Fight for that, but don't start the comparisons and putting everybody in a different box, because we as far as we come, we still all have so much work to do. And if we could rid all the racist people out that's in Congress, maybe we could get a lot of work done, instead of just worrying about, oh, Obama being for black people, or we're not going to work for him and do this, and we're not going to work for him and do that. We all need each other, and we all need to be on the same page instead of all fighting each other, because we're all still going to be living here. We're still all fucking here. So why not just work together? Why can't things be so simple? Why does people always have to complicate things? Everything is just so fucking complicated. You got people chanting racism on a fucking bus. We got to go through that, Madonna. We got to hear that. You know, we got to... There's so much that we fucking go through.
Well, that's why I said I agree, you know, harshly of what she said.
We go
Not
through
everything
so much.
what she said.
We go through so much.
But I mean, I can't speak from a woman's point of view because I ain't a woman.
I'm not a woman, but I've known women. I don't sit there and call, oh, because she's a virgin, or she's not a virgin, she's a whore.
But that's something that you don't do.
I know, I'm just saying, I know I don't do, but I know how a lot of guys are out there.
Madonna didn't say anything that was, she didn't say anything that wasn't true. Now, she may have said stuff that she can't really speak on as far as gays and blacks. Now, that is true, because she ain't gay and she ain't black. But as far as the women's aspect, she didn't say anything that wasn't true. Yes, we have a lot of actresses, lead women in roles today, but we had lead women in roles 80, 90 years ago. We had Mary Pickford, Lillian Gish, we had Lucille Ball, we had all these lead women, Betty Davis, all these people. So I don't know what you're talking about that. But what I'm saying is women have been empowered, they just have not been empowered the way they are today. Maybe that's what you mean. But they are still looked at as second class when it comes to a man. Never mind anybody being black or Hispanic, just women in general. Women compared to men are always, it has always been, and even today, looked at as second class. They just are. Like, for instance, 2016, we're coming up on an election in 2016, and the only woman that you really hear about them speaking about is Hillary Clinton. Now, I'm sure there's other intelligent women out there to run for office, but in today's world, it just seems like Hillary Clinton is the only one that can fit that mold, and I'm sure that's not true, but that's how it is. Why can't it be 20 women running for president and one man? Why gotta be 20 men and one woman running for president? So I mean,
because I think because men are looked at as, what's the word I'm looking for?
But the word you're looking for is what Madonna's saying. Men are looked at as smarter than women.
No, not smarter. But, no, because I know that women are smarter.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
is, when men are used to being that provider, that strong. We don't look at women like. I know. I'm not saying just me, but I'm saying we don't look at it as.
But that's what Madonna's saying. Why don't you look at women like that? You should. Women are strong. Women are smart. I know. Women can be president. Hell, Germany has a chance.
And that's why it's important for a woman to empower into her daughter the strengths that she can do and all the good things that she can do and make a difference out in this world. But if you don't give your child that, then they won't do anything. And you must let them know that if a man calls you a bitch or if a man calls you a whore, that you're better than that. You don't even have to respond to him. But something that we seen was that little girl getting that boy together about him calling her ugly in school.
Yeah, she told him, I don't come to school.
I don't come here to make a fashion statement. I come here because I'm here to learn.
And then very fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then she told him, you calling me ugly. Have you looked in the mirror? Like those, if you keep instilling in your child that they are destined for greatness, that's the only choice that they have when they get older. Greatness. And you can't always sit here and complain about things. You just have to do things and just make it change. Because we could complain, we could sit here on YouTube, this not right, this not right, that ain't right, that ain't right. But if we just saying it instead of taking action, nothing will ever get done. All it will be is just an opinion.
At the end of the day, we all have to continue to go a long way.
We all,
not just
in this world,
gays and blacks.
Yes,
we all got a long way to go.
In this world, we have so far to go because you got people blowing things up, people just killing people and cutting necks off. It's just so much hate and evil in this world. There's too much hate and evil in this world, and I can't. We probably won't be around to see it, but I do hope that one day we can get some peace in this world, because everybody is hating, not hating, but everybody has an agenda against somebody else because of this and because of that. It's just too much, and sometimes for me it just gets tiring. It gets tiring to talk about for me, because I feel like after 1,000-something videos, y'all know, where we're going to go and what we're going to say and how we feel about it. So sometimes, like, when I keep hearing the racist stuff, it's like, oh my God, how many times must I keep saying it? But you know what? They might be that one person that we might change from that. So I love what I do, but sometimes it's just tiring. It's just tiring. Every week is a racist story, or you hear about a cop killing an unarmed black man. It's just too much. Then now I heard about a naked man getting killed in Atlanta, and the thing going on in Madison, Wisconsin, and then the police is saying that the president or Eric Holder need to say, don't say anything and let us do our job. It's just, and then you got 2 Ferguson police officers getting shot yesterday. Now, how do you get shot? 2 people get shot so good from so far away. That just don't sound right.
Wait, what?
You ain't hear about that?
No, I'm saying what to what you just said.
I think it could have been
get shot so good so far away.
Like, I mean, a sniper. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know none of us that's no damn sniper.
But who's to say if it was one of us?
Yeah.
You don't know who it was.
I don't know who it was.
Right.
I just something just fishy.
Well, all them police.
You got the police chief stepping the same day the police chief steps down.
Let's not forget the DC sniper.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, okay. So
that's how
you shoot somebody so good.
But I can't. I can't picture it though. I just, even though it happened, it just sounds too fishy. The same day your chief stepping down, 2 cops getting shot. Everything happened for a reason, though. So listen, y'all. I want you guys to have a good weekend. I had fun. I had a fun YouTube week this week.
It was fun.
Yes, and again, your homework assignments: In the Rough, the Tiffany Rubin story, and the Oscar Goes To. If you haven't watched Crash, make sure y'all watch Crash. And if you
I'll probably watch it on my bus trip on Saturday.
And if you got time to burn, make sure.
No, I ain't got time to burn.
Repentance.
Oh, that time to burn. I thought you meant time to burn.
Oh no.
I don't want to be burning.
No.
Oh, no.
Nobody. I thank God I've never been through that.
Thank you, Jesus.
I think what? First of all, soap going in is enough. So you talking about when you pee and it's still burning? No. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, oh my God, can you believe we missed Jasmine Sullivan's concert on Tuesday? I know.
But I mean, everybody from Instagram, everybody loved it. So shout out to Jasmine Sullivan. We are still waiting for you to come on this show again.
Yes. If anybody knows, because we had the email, but apparently that email don't work anymore. If anybody knows how we can get in contact, please drop it down below.
Or message us.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Or anybody in her camp. You know anybody from her camp,
Message us privately with that info.
And we will see you guys next week. Y'all be safe. Make sure y'all watch our video from Monday, my mom video. And if you want to rewatch this video, rewatch this video. 3,000 likes, all that good stuff. Be safe. Peace. We out. Get those shirts. I want to see the Scorpion Show shirts.
You're going to have it up.